Hello, welcome to a tips and tricks video from myself, Insomnia Dreams, based on the new game UFC 3, but the Ultimate Team section. I know there's already tips and tricks videos out there for certain parts of this game. A lot of people seem to like the career modes and stuff on these sort of games, but I personally love Ultimate Team, and I am going to be giving some tips on what I've learned so far. I've played quite a bit of it already, so I think I already understand a lot of at least the basics. I could tell you there's still things that I'm learning myself, but once I know everything, I will let you guys know. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you've got the game or you're about to get the game and you really are looking forward to playing UFC Ultimate Team. The tips that I will give you will surely help you progress and become a good player on the Ultimate Team side of this game. So, obviously I've just clicked into it from the main menu, and this is what it looks like when you first open it. Obviously, some of you guys may be aware of it and you're looking for certain tips in particular, so make sure to leave a comment down below if there's something that you don't know that you would like me to do a video on. Then I'll be happy to do that in the near future. But for anyone that doesn't know what to expect, this is basically what it looks like once you click into it. So you've got here a menu which has got like solo challenges, single player championships, ultimate championships, my team, my collection, sets, store, inbox, items, scouting, highlights of the week. Right, so if we just go over quickly what some of these are, because this will be a very starter tip video, and then we'll progress with the tips as I go along. So solo challenges, what are solo challenges? Right, so basically what it is, it gives you a chance to unlock tokens and things like that, because there's a new feature in this Ultimate Team this year where you can actually work your way up to getting cool things like moves, certain fighters as well. But what you need is you need these tokens. You need bronze, silver or gold tokens. Obviously the gold tokens give you the gold fighters or the gold moves or whatever, so that's mainly what you're going to be wanting to do, I'm pretty sure of. But obviously, you can see that I've already done introduction and practice. There was 5 challenges to do in practice, 2 in introduction. They was very, very easy. So I suggest if you've just come onto the game and you want to learn a few things and you want to get some tokens at the same time, go into practice and introduction. It will give you a walkthrough anyway as you first open it, but it's really good just to get a feel of how to get them tokens. And we'll speak a bit more in an in-depth video about the tokens and stuff coming up very shortly. Then if you push R1, because you see up the top here where I'm changing L1 R1, it works off the menu system pretty much the same as what it does with other games, but I come across from getting started to seasonal. These will be different challenges set for fights coming up. This is what generally happens with UFC. You get main events and things like that come up. So if I just click on one here like Rousey versus Tate, what it will give you is, it says up here, look, Ronda Rousey, the rating for hardness is normal for this one. It says up here, if you see just under where it's changing from hard to normal, it says click Rousey's arm but don't get caught yourself. Then it says use your woman's bantamweight my team fighter challenge reward no love token. So basically you'll get a no love token, which is part of a promotional thing at the moment to help unlock a Ronda Rousey or a Tate as well. I think you can get in that one, but basically you'll click into this if you was interested in this side of it, and then it will come up with a screen and it tells you exactly what you've got to do. So fight objective, submit opponent using armbar. I will go into more depth over this. I just want to say briefly what this is for now, but you'd go into that. It'd be against a computer, obviously normal difficulty, and you'd have to try and submit Ronda Rousey, and once you've completed that, that will give you a token towards unlocking someone like Rousey or Tate in the future as well. So if we go on to skill challenge as well, you've got 3 different tiers here. Again, I'm not going into too much depth, but if you complete the skill challenges normal there, that will give you a bronze token. For each challenge that you complete, there's 5 in there, so it's capable of getting 5 tokens. Here's skill challenges 1, which is hard, which will give you silver tokens, and insane. I've completed 3 of them, you can see that out of 5. That gives you gold tokens for each one of them that you complete. It's fairly straightforward. Once you go into them, you'll be able to tell, but I will do an in-depth tips and tricks video. More talking about that, but obviously this one is just to get you guys started. So talking about getting started, one of the first things that I suggest you do is start to fight. Basically, fights gives you coins. Coins you can use then in your store. Once you come over to your store, at the moment the featured items, which is here, is a no love pack or a premium pack. We're talking more about packs, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, if you've played on UFC 2 before, will know how the pack system and that works. Like if I was to get this premium pack here, it would give me a minimum of at least 4 bronze cards plus 1 gold card at least. Right, so what I'm saying is when you get fights, you'll get a certain amount of coins, and these coins you can see up the top right, I've got 1,873 at the moment as it stands. It will cost 2,500 coins for me to buy a basic pack, which will give me at least 5 bronzes, but no guaranteed golds in that one. Premium pack costs around 5,000. I'll do a more in-depth video on packs and what packs are best to buy. But that's why you need coins in this game, guys. Single player championships is the way forwards. This is how you want to start. You can see here what you've got on the left of my screen at the moment where it says fight now. You can see I've played 53, well, I've won 53 fights, I've lost 10. Right, so basically you can see I've played 63 single player fights already on this game. And what that does is that puts you against a computer, but it puts you against a computer of other people's players. So, you know, I think you start and you rank up in this game. So at the moment I'm Division 4, but as you fight and you progress and you get points, you'll go up in divisions and the opponents will get harder, or the difficulty level will at least get harder. You'll start to play against the same people as in your same division. So it's not something that, if you are really rubbish at the game, you shouldn't be playing against really good and highly rated players, because you should start in a lower division. And that's the same offline as what it is online as well. So what you would do is you'd click in fight now just to get started, and then you can see that you've got 4 different fighters here which you've created. I will go into that in a second to show you how to do that, but you'd select a fighter and you can push the options button on PlayStation 4, which will search for a fight. Once you search for a fight, that will take you into a fight, but you can toggle between your fighters basically. So like this, look, if you push X down the bottom, you can select which fighter you want to use for it. At the moment, I prefer to use him because he's my middleweight that I've got up a lot. I've got Conor McGregor under lightweight, but I would say grappling is the way forwards for me, definitely on this game. But as I was saying about the fighters, you will need a fighter, so you will need 1 for each slot, and then you can upgrade them as you go. What you can see is under my team, you'll start with no one there. You'll get a lone player to start to get your first fight off, but you will need to buy packs, you'll need to get coins, fight and stuff like that to start to unlock different fighters and things. And then once you do, it's all here. You've got women's bantamweight, heavyweight, middleweight and lightweight. And then what you would do is, at the moment I've got fighters there, but if I didn't, it would be empty. And then what you can do is you can push square, which is actions, and then you've got customize fighter, apply bonus, select fighter, select fight. So again, it will be another video coming up shortly where I'll go more into depth on this, but just to select a fighter, you'd have to come to the select a fighter point. Pretty straightforward, obviously. And then you've got your different heavyweights that obviously you've got for your selection here. You can only choose heavyweight for the heavyweight bit, middleweight for the middleweight bit, and so on, so on. So what you can see here is I've got a gold heavyweight, I've got a couple of silvers and a couple of bronzes, as well as the player that I've already got in there, obviously. But gold is always better. But the reason I'm not using Mark Hunt, which is a gold card, is in this, is because I'm saying grappling is definitely the way forwards for me to get points easily, especially against a computer. So I'm not using Mark Hunt because he's not exactly a grappler, he's more of a striker. I'm using Stefan Struve so that I can use my grappling capabilities. But you would basically pick the players, select the players, and you would put them in the slot, and then that's how you then go into single championships and get going. If you just want to bypass all that and you feel confident that you've already got a fighter or whatever, and you feel confident to go online, then you would go to Ultimate Championships. You would click into that. I mean, it's similar again. You've got fight now. I've got 19 wins, 15 losses. Obviously, like I say, the 15 losses and the 19 wins, it's very close at the moment because I don't really play online too much, but when I do, I've found that there was a bit of a glitch when the games first started, that if a player gets you in a certain position, there's nothing you can do about it, which was happening quite a bit. I think people found out about it. So that's why I got the 15 losses there. Plus, it's very temperamental, this game. You've got to learn. Like I say, I've just gone over to getting the submissions and stuff. If you're trying to stand toe-to-toe with people, you will find that, especially like myself, I got the game early. You'll be coming up against the tryharders that have already just bought tons and tons of packs with loads of money. And that has made them have unbelievable fighters. And it's really hard online. But as the days go on, they will start to go up divisions, which means that then I can progress as steady as what I can. But you've got the fight now, and then you've got daily objectives, division leaderboards, my accolades, and fight history. Again, I can do a video on this, but it's all pretty much straightforward. Daily objectives, if I just click into that, you've got 5 objectives there, which you can unlock further coins and that by doing these, but I'm not really interested in these too much. You seem to do them as you go along, but just make sure to read them so you know roughly what to do, because this one here, look, complete 10 transitions using a heavyweight fighter. So I know I can get a pack for doing that, which will probably be a basic pack, but I have to use a heavyweight fighter to be able to do that challenge. Whereas the next one is pull off 9 takedowns using a lightweight fighter to get a pack, and then so on, so on. So you can see that really you should have a look at it if you want to do it and find out what class, what heavyweight, lightweight, medium weight, whatever you want to call it, which one you need to be able to complete that challenge. Some people would really like to do the daily objectives. Like I say, I tend to just seem to complete them as I go along, so I'm not too worried about it too much. You get packs anyway and coins, like I say, for completing fights. Here you've got division leaderboards. You can click into that quickly. It will just show you like the top 100 players in the world. I'm 623rd at the moment, which is actually really good considering I've hardly played again compared to some people. You can see here the top player, number 1 in the world, is Division 5. I'm Division 4. He's got 126 wins, 31 losses. So you can see he's played a hell of a lot of games. I'm not too far off him, you know, but this is basically what it's got. I mean, you can click R1, you can go to your friends. It's pretty much similar to every other game, but that's your online anyway described. You've got my collections here quickly. If we just touch on that, you can go, like, you can select fighter, move, perks, or whatever, and basically if you just click search, it will show you, because I've just highlighted fighter, it will show you all my fighters that I've got so far, and that way, I don't know, you can sell cards, but also I wouldn't just sell them for coins, because you get a minimum amount of coins, guys. I can do another video on that as well. It's going to be this video is just a starter, basically, just to get people up and running for anyone that doesn't know too much about it. But what I was saying is, don't just quick sell your cards, because you get like 50 coins, where it really isn't worth it. Whereas if you come into sets, what you've got in here is you are capable of getting tokens and then upgrading the tokens. And then if I just go, because this is really complex and I will have to go into more depth in another video, but if I just went into redeem tokens, for instance, and I was telling you not to just sell all basically all of your cards just for like 50 coins or whatever, because like here, if you want a gold fighter, you have to complete 3 things. Now to do them 3 things like this, it says to get 1 gold token, you need to do certain tasks to get a gold token. I've only got 1 there, so I'd need 2 more tokens, and that would give me a gold fighter basically. But to get the gold tokens in general, guys, then what you need to do, and yes, like I say, it's very complicated, but you need to come into craft tokens, and then to get your gold tokens, you would have to go into the gold token section. And as you can see, I've already put a gold fighter there. You would need like a gold fighter. So say you wasn't using that gold fighter, but you got him in a pack, you'd put him in there instead of quick selling for like 100 coins or whatever. Put him in here, as well as then you'd have to have 1 gold move. Then you have to have 1 perk as well. Then also 1 boost card, and the final one, if I'm right, is 1 contract. So basically, if I set all them up and I exchange that, all them cards would give me 1 gold token. 3 of them gets me a gold fighter, like I said before, guys. So bear that in mind before you just quick sell all your coins. Quick tip for you there. Don't rush anything. Keep everyone everything that you get in your packs, because trust me guys, you will need them to craft these tokens, upgrade tokens, and then redeem tokens as well. Because I could do that concept with all my bronze cards, which you get a hell of a lot of in packs. Then I could upgrade them to silver tokens, then silver tokens upgrade them to gold tokens, I could craft the tokens, and then I could redeem them, if you know what I mean. Like I say, it's very complicated. I will go into it in more depth in the future in another video, guys. Obviously, like I just said, that covers sets. We've got inbox, we've got item scout, and we've got highlights of the week. Store is just where you get your packs and stuff. Nothing really, I've already gone over that. But inbox, basically I will have nothing in my inbox at the moment. You can see up the top right, if you've got an inbox, a little, like your email sort of sign, the little letter, the envelope. That normally comes up with how many inboxes you've got or whatever. So every now and then just check it if it comes up. But you'd click into it and basically it will, if you get a pack or whatever from winning a fight, or you get a token for completing one of your solo challenges, then it comes in an inbox and you'll have to click on that, open it, and then that will give you your token, if you know what I mean. So just bear in mind that you could have quite a few inboxes sitting there after a while, and you do need to check on it, especially when you first start and you're leveling up. I'm level 21, as you can see top right at the moment, but when you first start you're getting basic packs all the time and they come up in your inbox. Item scanning is very, very interesting, guys. It's not something that a lot of people will use and will care about, but I personally do. I rate this. I think this is really good. What you can see at the moment at the top left is in 14 hours, that 14H tells you in 14 hours this is going to change. There's going to be some new cards put in here. But what we've got here is you get given 5 different cards basically, and they're always random. You could have 5 fighters, you could have, like you see there, you've got a move, you've got fighters, you've got contracts, sometimes you'll have perks, sometimes you have boosts as well in there. Like for the fighters, like you see that for that Rashard Evans, the silver player, it will either cost you 60,000 coins to buy, which will be very hard to save up for. You can see up the top right, I've got 1,873 at the moment. You can lock this card down, which doesn't mean that you purchase it, guys. It means that you've locked it so that it won't refresh in the 14 hours. I mean, you can save up your 60,000 coins to buy him. If it was a player that you really, really want or you need for one of them challenges, like I was talking about, to complete a set, then lock it down, work your way towards it. But for me personally, unless it was someone that I really, really wanted, I wouldn't bother doing that at the moment, because to lock it down, you will need coins, like points basically, and to get points you have to purchase them with your money. So unless you've got loads of money or whatever, it's not something that you really want to be doing and going down that option. But that's just for the fighters. You see here for a bronze fighter it's only 10,000, for silver it's 60,000, and he said you were up from around 80 to 100,000 for gold fighters. So just bear that one in mind, that could take you a long time to do. But the things like the moves, guys, contract perks and things like that, they're fairly cheap. You can see it, 25 coins for a contract. Now the 10 and the 15 that comes next to it, obviously this is just a starter video, but it's like having it on loan for 10 fights, 15 fights. But you can get ones that stick with you and will never go. But once you've used them for the 10 fights, they will disappear. So I don't necessarily think that they're worth it unless it's something that really benefits you and you're looking to play it online. Against single player, I wouldn't really use anything too much like that. But these contract bonuses, that gives you extra coins towards the end of the fight, but it's nothing really major, so again I wouldn't really worry too much. But like this, for instance, right, I locked this item down. It cost me 25 UFC points to lock it down. It's only a bronze card, so a lot of you will be like, hang on a minute, you got gold fighters, why do you need a bronze card? Because on your gold fighters you can put bronze, silver, gold, same as on your bronze fighters you can put gold cards, things like that, etc. But I really wanted this because I said about grappling and everything. I wanted this suplex move because it would come in very handy. I use a middleweight and I've got a grappler and it would go in takedown slot, so it would help with my chemistry and my fighter as well. I'll do an in-depth video on chemistry and building your fighters up as well as my next one, guys. But for this one, I want to buy this item. So you can see up the top, I've got enough coins. I've got 1,873. This will cost me 1,500 coins. So what I will do is I will select it, I'll push X, buy this item for 1,500 coins. Okay, I want to buy that item, purchased. It's as easy as that, guys. I've just purchased myself that card now. And that means that I can literally go into my fighter and I can then add the move to it. Now, it's very complicated. Like I was saying, it was a middleweight thing, but I can put it on any one of my fighters. It doesn't matter, but you've got to go off chemistry and stuff on it. So if I click on this, for instance, and then I click on customize fighter, which is what you would do to add new moves and stuff to your fighter. You can see I've got a few in striking. You've got grappling on the R1. L1 you can switch between L1 and R1, switch between striking, grappling and training. And you've got different cards, and this is where you'd put your cards basically on them. You get certain slots for certain things. You can see that basically there's a lot that goes into it, so I will have to cover it in another video, guys. But just to show you the suplex one, if I was to come down here like that, I've got a judo throw or whatever there, and on the left you can see, because my fighter is a middleweight and he's a grappler, on this card it's basically middleweight grappler takedown slot or whatever. So what you would want is under the takedown slot, you would want to put that card that I've just got. Say with that one, if I put that up there, if I move that with that one, let's just do that for instance. Let's swap that. Let's swap that for that one. That gives me 3 triangles. And up my chemistry on that one. This one again, if I just now, what do I want to do here? But for instance, let me just go into this. I wanted the card that I've just got. Takedown. And then it was a bronze card, wasn't it? And suplex, that's where it is. So I'd click on that one right there. And that would add that to my fighter. I mean, I can use that move in the game. There's a lot to go into it, but for instance, if you push in the right analog stick there, it will show you the buttons that you need to use that, and it will show you what scenario. So if I was behind his back there, I could push L2 and L1 at the same time as up in the clinch, and it would slam him backwards. So that's why I wanted that card, guys, and that's how I've applied that card that I've just bought as well. So obviously I've gone over a lot of the basics. It may be a lot to take in, so if you want to go back, if there's something that you've missed and you want to go back, you can always rewind and change it to certain points of this video. If it's something that I've covered that you can't remember, then feel free to obviously rewatch the video at certain points. I know it's a lot to take in, but as a starter video, I wanted to go over everything just really shallowly. I didn't want to go into depth too much, but there's a lot that goes into this Ultimate Team for UFC 3. So there will be a lot more videos for me, guys. If you've enjoyed the tips and it's helped you somewhat, then make sure to smash a thumbs up for me. And don't forget, leave a comment as well on what you need to know, what you would like to know in the future. And I will do videos on that. I'll be doing some more videos in depth in each of these different subcategories here, and how I go about doing it, what I understand with it all as well. There's a lot to learn, guys. I'm still learning myself, but every day I'm learning new stuff, and that makes me in a good position to teach you guys. So yeah, I've been Insomnia Dreams, guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up for me. Can we get 10 thumbs up for this video? That would be muchly appreciated. And stick around, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, and tick the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos and tips and tricks for UFC 3 Ultimate Team. Take care, guys.